Hi, so today I'm going to show you how I do my really quick kind of mom out the door look that kind of matches the mom hair you see that I'm rocking today. So I'm going to do BB cream and bronzer, which is kind of my go-to when I'm just running errands. I primed my face. I didn't moisturize because I tend to get really oily, so I don't use an extra layer of that because the BB cream is already pretty moisturizing. So again, like I have to do with my liquid foundation, I actually have to mix my BB cream in the summer as well because I typically wear honey and that's a little bit too light, but the next shade up, caramel, ends up being too dark. So I just mix using about an equal amount of both. And I'm just going to kind of dab them on. And I know it looks like a lot, but once you blend it in, it really kind of goes on smooth. And I'm just using a blending bud to put this on. I actually wet it and wring it out a little bit, which is not something that I was used to doing, but I find that it really kind of gives you smoother coverage, and then more of the makeup ends up on your face versus just stuck on the blending bed. And I actually don't even use concealer under this. I find that it gives enough color that it covers things pretty well, and then I'm going to put bronzer on top of it also, so it gives a really good coverage without having to put a lot of stuff on. Okay, so that's a layer of that. I'm not going to show this, but make sure you wash this after you use it so that it doesn't become really saturated with makeup, because it's kind of gross when that happens. So then I'm just going to use some Hermosa bronzer, and our bronzer is really cool because it's half matte, half shimmery. I actually mix it and use a little bit of both. And then so a lot of people that are just using bronzer do kind of the 3 and the E trick, which you can see on our website if you look up how to apply it. For the purposes of what I'm doing today, I'm actually using this as like a setting powder, so I'm going to use it on my whole face. And it just kind of helps give you a nice beachy glow. It provides a little bit more coverage, and for people like me that tend to get kind of oily and shiny throughout the day, I find that it helps the BB cream underneath stay nice and matte. I've done this and worn it to work all day and really not had any issues with oil or shine. And it does feel a little bit lighter than if you do a full face of concealer and foundation, which is what I really like about it. If I'm doing something outside, like with my son all day, or if I'm running like a 5K or just exercising around people and doing something where I'm not totally comfortable being barefaced, especially because right now my face is so much whiter than the rest of my body, I put a layer of this on, and even through the sweat, it stays on pretty well. Alright, so I'm just going to finish off. I have a little pimple that's kind of healing right here that's red. I'm just going to do a little dab of concealer and then use the blending bud that still has the BB cream on it to blend it in so that it matches nicely, and then just finish with a dab of the bronzer. Okay, and then that's it. And to show you what it looks like in natural light, I'm going to come over by the window. You can see my face pretty nicely now, matches the rest of my body that is nice and tan.